Greetings, everybody. Random here for another episode of CI Survivors. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go over... Well, first I'm going to say I want to apologize, actually, for my own mental break of trying to clean the sea ice. Yeah, that's the only apology you're going to get. But, yeah, I kind of got tired of looking at such a dirty base. Okay, so now to the comments. Broken Soul said, it might look nicer if I have the conduit, the dead conduit, underneath some of the objects that connect to it. So I'm going to do that because that's a pretty small ask. I'm not going to do it for these turrets. I've done it for these ones, but these ones I'd have to rewire up a lot. Let's see. Danny Lee said, sandbag here is a terrible idea. It should be a wall, and she's right. She's very, very, very right. So let's go ahead and fix that. Basement Art says, I should make a home zone so I don't have to keep messing with my own home zone. So let's call this Warm Home. Because Keep Warm is going to be really warm. And Warm Home is just going to be this area here. That's somewhat warm. It's warm enough that if you're wearing what you should be wearing, you're not going to be cold. Christopher Burkholder says that he's noticed people when they spend a night in the hospital, they're cold. So let's fix that. I also only need one vitals monitor. I'll go over that comment in a bit. Goose and Gabriel Pallone said, if I add 6 more blocks to my wall, it's going to be double insulated. Yeah, you're right. That was always my plan, but I'll credit you for having that idea. There's the double insulating wall. Then Mats V, Madden, Lego Legs, they all said I should store my stuff that doesn't rot outdoors. So let's go ahead and do that. Which means putting steel here, which should be plasteel, uranium, just make sure, gold, plasteel, uranium, steel, and then copy this and put blocks and chunks out there, and that frees up some space as well. There's other little things I'm going to do, but in terms of space storage, but yeah, it's a start. Flibit, Siba, Janko, you all mentioned that the asymmetrical walls are driving you crazy. So there, I fixed it. I knew exactly what you meant. Dr. Chaos said that one vitals monitor is enough. Anything that borders the vitals monitor will benefit. And he's right. And I've done this in the past. I just, more or less by accident, was laying down some vitals monitors that didn't need to exist. So let's go ahead and crank out one of these beautiful beds. A hospital bed. Normal quality. Alright, I'm going to go for good quality or better. I think we can afford that. Should have just made a copy. That'd be simpler. Alright, come on. Don't screw this one up. Yeah, you don't even have toxic buildup. Alright, at least it's good. Then I also wanted to make it look a bit nicer. I'm going to put a shelf in there to store the medicine rather than have it lay on the ground. And I hooked it up with a heater. Alright, so storage here will be medicine. Alright, so we're about to get double insulated, I think. roof. Just cleaning it up. Alright, so we're now double insulated because we have another wall. This is reading as indoors. It's warmer than ambient, so it's working. So that part's good. Some more tips. Crash M said I could use 2 beacons and just uninstall the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a beacon here, and then I'm going to put a stockpile underneath it called beacon. Important. And let's collapse some of these buildings. Orbital trade beacon. Looks like the cows have almost nothing to eat. So I need to find a hungry fawn willing to do the cooking. I'm also going to restrict everyone to warm house, just to get rid of some of that toxic buildup, except for the ones that don't have it. So Serra doesn't have it. I can unrestrict her. Oh, Kuro doesn't have it either. Unrestricted. Home and Condor definitely have it. Ooh, Condor. I could put a leg in you. That sounds wrong, but we have your leg after all. I'm doing it with Serra, not Home, because Home has a little bit of a toxic buildup, and as such, would not be the best doctor. Let's go ahead and uninstall this, and we leave it there. And I don't think the enemies are going to pod onto it as a result, I hope. I'm not exactly sure how that event works, but one can hope. Alright, so symmetrical again, more or less. So Danny Lee, as I mentioned, wanted a wall here. Let's do a granite one. Strongest material out there, Kuro. We can leave these dead bodies, they're just gonna rot because of the toxic fallout, providing the toxic fallout doesn't end abruptly. Okay, speaking of roofs, let's see, is there a good mineable chunk anywhere? I was gonna try to get some more mining done in these warm months, but I want something good to mine. I guess that plasteel, because it takes so long. Alright, Kuro is going to build that roof, and then Condor will be able to mine it. Serra, let's have you work on advanced components. So this makes it safe to mine for Condor. I'm going to leave one spot not to mine out. So now we can give him the mining priorities. He still has minor toxic buildup, but now that he's under a roof, I think he should be okay. Actually, how high is his miner? Yeah, we'll keep him inside for now. I'll let him go once he's a little bit better. Doing a bit of health check on everyone. Alright, so Holmes down to initial. We do need some more paste meals. I need to find a hungry pawn that wants to eat a meal. Here we go. Home wants to eat. So Home, you get to make our paste meals. Oops, gotta forbid it. There we go. I'm gonna make a whole bunch. Just so I don't have to keep doing this over and over. No, leave that meal alone. Alright, 40 looks good to me. So other things I wanted to do is to start replacing our external walls with stuff that is not flammable and tougher. So granite auto door here. Maybe make the door from the inside. Okay. Go ahead and deconstruct here. And replace that with stone. And we're not, of course, done, but, you know, progress, right? Alright, Condor, you are on initial, so let's lift the restriction for you and Home. Send you mining. Before you leave, let's eat a good meal. Combat supplier. Well, we just had one of those. Combat suppliers probably buy drugs. I think that's something I failed to do last time. So let's go ahead and sell them a bunch of drugs. I'm gonna keep my Go Juice and Wake Up. Sell them everything else. I can sell off the beer. No, I'm gonna keep 50 of it. Sell one of the shield belts. In terms of things to buy, no, not really. Now he's mining without the toxicity of being outside or anything like that. And what I'm going to do here is, for these components, I'm just going to have Serra do them for now. Alright, we need to finish off the walls. Finish from the inside, possibly. Just trying to avoid any more toxic buildup I can. Okay, so now we have our back walls done. Another thing I was going to do is make the hospital a little bit bigger, because it's getting cramped. And I also want to add an end table and dresser to the hospital so that people that stay there for a long time are more comfortable. That was the Axelis's suggestion. Alright, if I not make any more simple meals, I'll see how that works. I'm missing some conduit. Alright, Condor's been not hauling it back. Just gonna forbid it, because people are gonna run for it. I don't need to do that just yet. Stupid toxic buildup. Oh. Could definitely open this vent. There's no reason it's closed. So that's all the tips you guys had for me. Build a copy. And build a copy. I'm not going to do that yet. I need to move some stuff around. Alright, now I could build a copy. Hoping for something more impressive, but that will do. That gets the job done at least. And a random wanderer joins. A 19-year-old slowpoke who is psychically sensitive and wants to use drugs. Okay, that's a big negatory. It's not gonna fly. Not in this base. Ooh, I don't have enough limestone for that, so I'm going to... I know some of my external walls aren't symmetrical, but I'm gonna make as many of my internal ones as symmetrical as I can. So she made it inside, which is impressive, but obviously I have bad things in store for her. She is going to get euthanized. And then dumped into the stockpile. Serra, let's go burn her before we have a left unburied thing. Where's my... Oh, wow, they moved it already? Okay. And we can smelt that pistol. Alright, so we have a hospital. It's slightly impressive. These beds here are more than 100% comfortable. And because the medicine's on a shelf, it's not ugly. So a lot of good things there. Oops. Don't flick it off. There we go. Haven't checked on Condor in a while. He's still doing alright. Plugging away on mining. Level 8. Checking his health. He only has initial. It's pretty low initial too. Alright, I do want to replace... So I have 1-7... Okay. I'm leaving a token corner in just so that nothing collapses while I do this. No, maybe I should have waited for a new day. Oh well. Live and learn. Mechanoids landing on top of me? That doesn't sound good. Where are they going? Oh, to the kill box. I was like, trying to figure that out. It's like, alright, I get it. Mechs are coming to kill me, but from where? So I'm having Holm and Kuro switch their guns out because assault rifles are better DPS. Alright, what are they? They are some Scythers. Not much of an issue here. Don't you break that turret. Ha! Turning it off. Gotcha. Alright, everyone. You may go back to sleep. I need to do that more often. Flick turrets off right before they go kaboom. And that way the Scyther switches targets. It's pretty cheesy, but hey, it works. So that was a perfect example of enemies landing on my orbital trade beacon. Right? They landed right here on the orbital trade beacon. That is why I keep an orbital trade beacon at the end of my kill box. Because if the orbital trade beacon was here, I'd be fooked. I'd be very fooked. In fact, I might want to... put some turrets inside the base just in case. For the potential raid that drops right in on my base. Alright, so we want to, Serra, I want to get these walls built immediately so the stuff in our stockpiles don't decay. Because they're technically outside. She, of course, wants to farm, because Condor's not doing it. Condor's mining. Well, Kuro's building. I just have to do it as fast as I can. Doesn't have to be superhuman fast. So, once I do this side over here, I will have stoned up the entire external part of my base that faces the outside, meaning I'm a lot more resistant to incendiary attacks, you know, fire ones. Condor's mood is dipping. And we are... Alright, let's do a quick assessment here. You're still mining? Alright, let's get you home. So all stone. Stone, granted it's marble, but stone. Yep. We are 100% stoned in the internal. So ideally I would have a double wall here, but I just don't have the real estate to do it. I mean, I could, but it would be a lot more construction than I want to take on. A lot of people have suggestions for sort of relatively large base overhauls, but the thing is, I've got like more important stuff to do than to tweak the base to its nth degree, which is why I haven't. Because it would benefit me a little bit, but not nearly enough to bother doing it, I guess is the easiest way to answer. So yes, having like double walls and everything, I mean, it's not perfect. This base isn't perfect. It's just kind of slapped together. It's the best it can be. So we need a whole lot of uranium up there. I'm going to keep... I'll let them shovel. Some of this will be shoveled out. I'll let them go ahead and shovel that out. So I could also use bionic eyes. Let's queue some of that up. Eye. This takes... Okay, so we'll need... turning them into like super soldiers. But that's probably one of the best uses of the plasteel. Okay, so we're cranking out a bionic eye. Kuro is repairing sandbags. Making sure he's not getting too much in the way of toxic buildup. Some of these need to be rearmed, but it's not that big of a deal. Holm might need some tasks that are more productive, so let's get him making some art. 4 bedrooms, 4 sculptures. Oh, Condor's already back. I'm gonna keep him inside a bit. Let's see. Okay, without a table. Is there anything for Condor to do? I guess not. We'll have him go back out. His mood's improving. I was just worried about him having a mental break out there. But he seems to be okay. A little chunk. Okay. I don't need the components or the steel at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, nothing's wrong with a little psychic soothe, especially for men. Our colony is 75% male. They had a cathartic fight. That seemed to have helped. They're not well, are you rivals still? No, they kind of worked it out. I'm actually surprised. Also, I guess I'll show you my wealth tab. There it is. Checking on the social tabs, because some people like to know this stuff. So Holm and Serra still going strong. Serra doesn't really care for either of the other ones. Holm doesn't really care for any of the other ones. Kuro still hates his ex-wife. Friends with Trebo, or Condor. Condor's friends with him. So Serra and Holm are close. Kuro and Condor are close. Everyone else is sort of acquaintances. You'd think in this sort of small, compacted area, they'd all sort of get along a little better, but, you know. Daddy Radamant can't make them all happy, cheery all the time. God, how did that get so dirty? Alright, so we have first sculpture. It's crap. I'm not going to say that to his face, but it's crap. He does have some toxic build. You know, actually, let's restrict him. What was that? Home. And Condor. I guess I'll restrict Condor too, which means no mining for a bit. But that got a little higher than I'm comfortable with. Miner's fine. It's when it gets to serious that it's a real problem, because then they can become permanently demented. Alright, so we got somewhat impressive bed here. I guess I don't have 4 bedrooms, I have 3. So let's just make 3 of these. Shut this baby off. Looking at the power. I think... yeah. I think I'll double up some cabling, just in case something blows. I like a lot of redundancy around the turret area. In fact, let's fix this a little bit. So there's that, and then there's this. I'm going to destroy that. It's not going to do much, but little slight changes. Cargo pods. Chem fuel, cool. Do I have that bionic eye? No, I'm still working on it. Condor is idle, but that's fine. Alright, Captain Condor. How's your needs? No, we're going to restrict you till tomorrow. So you're just going to go out there, mine for like 10 seconds, and then come back home. We ain't got time for that. Alright, so I don't think quite create enough, milk to supply everyone with fine meals, but at least there's some, which is good. You know, it's a non-zero amount of fine meals that we can have. Oh, look, it's rec time. It's really rare to find them all recreating together. Okay, so we do have a bionic eye. I'm going to first give that to Serra. Let's look at their medicine levels. Alright, home, you're idle, so time to operate on Serra. 3 meds. I guess they're just backups. He only has initial... Ooh, a party. Sarah's gonna miss the party, isn't she? Alright, and then I'm gonna lift the restrictions so we can do some mining. He's off, and he has a bunch of positive mood effects, so that will be helpful. Another meteorite. Silver, cool. We have a lot of rice. I think that chem fuel probably... Oh, it's not deteriorating as fast as I thought it would be. Alright, cranking out the other bionic eye. Ooh, toxic fallout has settled. Thank goodness. It's actually rather good timing. Nothing like cloud watching in negative 134 degree weather. Alright. There. That was the fast way of doing it. And now he's mining even faster because of the light levels. And maybe I'll just force him to finish. There's not a lot of summer left. If you're standing here, we might as well clean up too. I know, he needs to sleep. Come on, just a little bit more rubble. And hauling the rest. Done. Alright, we're still working on that bionic eye. Now I want him to level up a little bit more before I take on the really important mining. So I'm going to let him go for some, whatever he chooses, but anything else other than that uranium, because that uranium is about as important as we can get. Okay, we're still not doing the cabling down there. Kiro is working on it. Very slowly. Very slowly. Sarah's resewing. Condor's having that good nap that he needed. You couldn't just carry like 2 more steel. What, medium psychic drone? That's a bit much. Okay, now if I look at power, I need to get rid of... No, don't destroy that mini turret. Not the sandbags either, just the power underneath. Okay, hold on. There. So now if we look, there's a lot of redundancy there. There's a lot of ways for things to connect. It's less likely to fail. Look at them go. Alright, I do still want to clean up rubble if our pawns have nothing better to do. I'll just clean up the rubble first and hope for snow. The snow is set to minimum, which is why it almost never snows. He's pretty stressed out. Let's drink a beer. A little alcohol warmth helps. God, such a filthy base. All these components are going to be nice. It'll allow us to make advanced components without, you know, much issue. $82 advanced or regular components. It's not bad. Nah. Don't really feel like doing that right now. There's only so many warm months of the year. Warm days of the year, I should say. I got to pick and choose my warm days carefully. Alright, Kiro, if you're already out here, I am going to caravan you. Because we have all of this chem fuel. And slag. Okay, so we got that bionic eye. That's going to go into Condor. He's starting to shiver. It's starting to get cold enough for shivering. Gear. Let's see. Is there anything stupid about what he's wearing? Nope. He's wearing what he should be wearing. It's just shivery. Alright. Health, we're going to give him real meds. And operate. Because she could be... I think I'm going to have Kuro back on this. So right now all he's doing is... Oh, corn. All he's doing is like long distance hauling, which is not all that useful. Because she could be tailoring. I eventually want to use all that Mega Sloth wool to tailor up really warm clothing. Alright, home, if you're out there, you are going to be our next caravan hauler. Congratulations. You get to load some chunks. Those are some heavy, heavy chunks. Ooh, exotic goods. That means I actually might be able to buy some Architect stuff. That would be very, very cool. I'm not sure what else they buy, but we'll check. Alright, Captain Holm. You are the man for this job. Selling 2 hyperweave. Actually, buy 68 hyperweave. Ha. Res serum, definitely going to keep. Okay, so they have no Archo stuff. Womp womp. They have some gold. How much gold do I have? 157. They have a telescope. I can sell them the art too. I just need to uninstall it. Oh, forgot to cancel that. That's 3 little pieces of art. It's not much, but hey, it's going to be something, I guess. Boom rats. That's cute. I'm not going to tempt fate by buying boom rats. Alright, is this telescope? Ah, it's down there. Okay. Install the telescope. Another joy recreation object is never a bad thing. Digging at silver ore, cool. We still need to get that corn. I of course have not forgotten. About to hit mining, well not about, but soon to hit mining 10. Peace talks. Yeah, I could do peace talks. Home, you feel like you're up for it? He's up for it. How many days away was that? 3.5. Okay. Launch. Home. And let's see. There's the good bedroll and 3.5 days of food. Giving him a little extra, just in case he's slow. Bye-bye, Mr. Holm. Good luck on your peace talks. We also are going to need more shelves here. I should really store that in its own, like, secure closet. I'll do that. Alright. They're a success. They've improved a lot. Looking at our factions, we're still hostile. But hey. Made some progress there. Can't knock the progress. Alright, Mr. Condor. You finished mining all that silver. Let's clean it up and carry it back. Check in on your health. It's cold, but not murderously so yet. Alright, copy settings, paste settings. So we're storing some of our chem fuel indoors now, which is a big no-no. Oh, you're mining up there, not down here. He's all over the place. Look at him go. He's a monster. So we still have some more stone blocks, and of course there's going to be more chunks from crafting it. Oh, and another meteorite of, oh yes, uranium. Awesome. I'll do the uranium last. Best for last. Right, so some of these corpses are never going to decompose now that it's not... well, they'll deteriorate over time, but I might want to burn them at some point. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I'm working on bionics first, and then marine armor, because marine armor, of course, requires a certain warmth, right? We can't really use marine armor with impunity because we could freeze to death. So that's why I'm prioritizing bionics first. But then, of course, I do want at least marine helmets, if not more than that. Making sure those cows remain obedient. Not that that matters, like, even a little bit. Serra, let's send you caravanning for the corn. And we're going to have a lot of extra steel, so I'm thinking deadfall traps, IEDs, more turrets. You know, the ending reactor raids are going to be rough. Real rough. Alright, let's add you. Remove you. We're probably a little shivery, yeah. We're soon not going to be able to do any mining out here. Oh well. he took a 20 stack. Let's add you again. Just trying to get all this moved. If we can. Why is she coming from that corner? What are you doing, Sarah? Oops. Crap, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, you're still hauling stuff. Yeah, you are. Oops, whatever. We're going to have a lot of steel. Like I said, it will allow me to invest in traps and stuff. Which is a good thing. So those reactor raids are going to mess me up. I have a feeling. So other than the blood not going away, we are doing a pretty good job of getting rid of these meteorites. You have dire needs that I am not properly addressing. I am sorry. Alright, let's take some wake up. Consume a fine meal. Okay. I was not expecting that, considering we only took one of them. You lightweight. That's one way to turn progress into digress or something. He's alive though. So it could be worse. He probably feels pretty stupid. Oh, we have a raid relationship. Condor, come home. Where are they? Southwest. Okay, so I'm gonna forget that this stuff is here. Whoa, the map kind of lagged, and I didn't mean to draw such a huge plan. Alright, and then they landed up here. Okay, I think just plopping some plans down. The plans kind of blend in now. Alright, so who's related to who? We've got ex-lover of Condor. Alright. Condor is running home. What about them? They are going to prepare a while. Oh, Jesus. Well, I don't even know why I'm preparing a defense. They're dead. Condor, go back to mining. Don't even worry about those guys. They're dead. They decided to prepare a while. That's pretty funny. And they're dead. Well, the thing is, do I strip them? I'll try. Nope. I can. Nope. Not even strip. Not even strip one. All right, Serra, you're out there. We might as well take their weapons. Wait, why are you so heavy? Oh, god damn it. She still has steel on her from a previous haul. We did a little bit of stripping. Oh, Lulu the prostitute. The nose. Alright, Kuro made it up. Made it up and got some strip done. This raid did not look like they were wealthy. I'm also aware I'm just about out of time, but I'm gonna clean up this as much as I'm able. They came with pretty trash stuff. I don't know why. Normally they arrive with like doomsday launchers, and this time it was like almost nothing. So yeah, my normal shtick. Here we go. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line. If you have any suggestions, questions, anything like that. I'm obviously still oh man. Oh, that's why we had the vent closed. Derp. We're supposed to keep it cold in there. If you have any ideas about Patreon or anything of that nature, I'm still all ears. If you have any ideas about future playthroughs or stuff like that, you know, I'm always down to hear some ideas. Not promising to use them all, because God knows I could be recording till the end of time before I get to hit on all of your ideas. But that aside, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for allowing me to make these videos. And I hope you tune in next time.